Morning everyone. It's been a while. Obviously I haven't made a lot of videos. Obviously happy new year to everyone. I haven't made videos since, I don't know, like maybe three or 4 months ago. But I've been very busy. Obviously we've been busy as a company on just, moving stuff. You know how this goes. Anyway, what's been happening? We've been doing a lot of obviously I'm on the 18 ton now. This is my own lorry. Obviously I've told you last time that I'm gonna get my own lorry and I own operator's license. So we've done that now. Now I'm in my own lorry. We go on 18 ton. Obviously in the next 2 to 3 weeks we'll be upgrading. Maybe not 2 3 weeks. Let's say 6 to 8 weeks we'll be upgrading to an Arctic, but obviously we're still gonna have this for a normal run. So obviously we'll get a driver and put them on this because this has got regular work anyway, and the Arctic we got a new contract which we're gonna put on and then have a regular work on that as well. So that's what we're doing now. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, to be fair. Obviously January, between obviously July, since we got all license, till December we were quite busy, and we had a DHL run, that the contract that I won one time, and then we were running that for 2 to 3 years now. And obviously they moved yard, so by them moving yard, DHL then decided to do the run themselves. So obviously we lost that contract. That was roughly about, I don't know, 27 grand every year that we lost on that one. But then we got a new contract in Derby doing some concrete work from there. Well, everyone want to talk about the CX, so we're on the CX still. We were forced to upgrade onto a haulage exchange, even though we didn't use the CX as a backload for the haulage on the haulage exchange, but for our lorries, for my lorry. But they still made me upgrade. They forced me to pay, I think it was £1,000 extra because I only had 6 months left. Also, they also suspended my account, even though I paid for the vans, but I wasn't allowed to use anything on the shit. And then the worst thing is, because I didn't even mind that, I wasn't even able to post a job on there. So it was absolutely, it just literally fucked me up for a day. So we ended up paying for it anyway. We're still waiting on the terms and conditions that they obviously promised us they're gonna send us, which we couldn't find it on the website, so we were still waiting for them to send it to us, because obviously my team is reviewing it so they can have a look at it. But I doubt they have it, because it's not on the website, because they will have it on the website or anything like that, because it doesn't tell you that you have to upgrade even if you're not using the facility that they're providing on that site, because we're only using it for normally backload for our vans, or backload or posting jobs. And then the renewal price for us in July apparently now is 4,500, which is a problem, because obviously we're not gonna pay 4,500. But again, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to deal with it when we come to the day of renewal. Apart from that, it's been alright. You know, we had a few contracts everywhere. Obviously everything's a bit quiet right now. I will not, but this is the weird thing. It's not as quiet as I thought it's gonna be, because I've been working every day, to be fair, and obviously my contract for the concrete in Derby now makes me use the CX a bit more often. Like for example, this job, I always tell people don't quote too cheap, but this job I collected from Slough, which is outside, literally from next door to our depot. Was it 275 quid for 7.5 ton work coming to Leicester. But we coming over here anyway, and the job that we're collecting from Derby, which is a regular job, coming back to Slough, was about 750 quid. So you know, it makes a big difference. But obviously I understand that obviously I might be undercutting someone else, but I'd rather come up to Derby. I don't want to go back empty. I don't want to come up here empty, if you get what I'm saying. So at least it's £250 can pay for wage, or if there's another driver driving, not me, wages and fuel, and then, you know what I mean, the profit will probably be 500 quid if you catch my drift. So that's what we kind of use the CX for, literally backload, and this is what we do. We don't do nothing else, just literally backload on it. What else is there? What's been happening? The CX been alright. Obviously, shout out to Peter the Courier. I heard I watched his video. I heard this is closed down. You know, I don't think he's a shit operator. I think a lot of people are pricks anyway because they're so hard on him. But this is what happens when you're doing well. People praise you, and when you close up, people chat shit anyway. So, but to him, he's I won't call him my dad, but he's the guy that I kind of followed. Because you can follow the Ashfield and all these people. They're already big companies, but the Peter, he was the one who kind of set the mark for me to start looking at maybe transport and lorries and all of this stuff. Without him, I probably won't be where I am right now. Obviously now I'm start talking about five vans and then lorries and all that, do you know what I mean? So he's one of these people who kind of, you know, set the way for me to be where I am now. Also, what's this guy's name? It's a guy that does a van. It's got a new van now. He had a problem with his van, the engine went, I forgot his name, something logistics. If you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. He's Northern. He's a really nice lad. I think he's trying to get a new van now. I watch all of his stuff. Yeah, he's one of the people that I follow as well, because they're good people, you know. And if any young guys that watches this that want to get in it, go on their way on Peter the Courier, watch his stuff from the back in the days. This guy is something logistics. I can't remember what it's called, but it's something logistics. He's also good. I'll remember it next time. I'll put it. If anyone knows, put it down in the comment. And then anybody that's gonna come on here to say, and then I don't really mind that. Anyone that comes on here to say you're talking shit and all that stuff, well, you're entitled to your own opinion. And I always reply, thank you for your opinion, for your comment, because for me personally, this is to educate kids, whoever that wants to start. Because I'm obviously I'm not young anymore. I'm 33 now. I'm 34 next month. But you know, someone who's younger than me who might want to start this, they might be able to watch this and think, okay, maybe I can maneuver around and all that stuff. And one thing that I'll say this year that obviously I did last year as well that kept me going was not to focus on the CX entirely, because when you watch people like Peter the Courier, I'm not throwing shades here, people. I love that guy. I think he does an amazing job. What the problem is, if you start focusing on it being the CX being your main source of work, then you're gonna struggle, because you go all of these 40 days from invoice and all these days and all these 30 days from invoice, which I don't think it should be. 30 days from invoice is right, but like 60 days from invoice, especially when you're running a lorry, it's hard. You know, it's really hard, because you're gonna have to run for 2 months before you get paid, and which really fucks you up. So you got PMIs and yard and transport manager to pay. You know, all of this stuff costs a lot of money. So yeah, I can understand that. I would start with the van is a bit more easier, and obviously it's cheaper on the CX and that. But I don't really do van work much. Our vans do our private work anyway. So, but I'll say do not focus on the CX as being your main thing. Go on everything, ship, lead, trans, whatever. We literally try to get work from everywhere we can. Do you know what I mean? I hired someone who does all the bidding and all that stuff on this website, which is much easier, much better for me, because I can focus on the driving and running the business, and they can focus on getting us to work. And then you got all our existing customers, and the more customers you get, the more we buy. But we don't buy vehicles unless there's regular job for that vehicle. You know, that doesn't come from the CX, by the way, just regular work for it. So this truck now has regular work constantly. It's out 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week. So obviously now we're gonna get an Arctic, which also have regular work that's coming in for party festivals and all this stuff, which is gonna be running 5 days a week as well. So we're gonna be running both of them, and slowly we're gonna grow. But we're not gonna rush, and we're not gonna follow anybody else. We're gonna do what's best for us, and how we do it, what we're gonna do is best for us, and that's it. And then slowly we're gonna grow with it. We're not gonna just go. I'm just not gonna buy a truck because I want to compete with someone else. But in that note, I'm gonna make a video 10 minutes. Thank you for watching. Don't let nobody mug you off. Have a New Year. Have a good New Year's. I hope everyone had a good New Year's and a Merry Christmas. And I'll probably see you again soon. Thank you very much.